Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I will teach you how to build a PDF parser with TypeScript and Node.js. Imagine you have a client and your client is like, I will give you a PDF file and you will extract all project data from that PDF file and save them to a database. You panic, you worry, and you think to yourself, how will I even do that? Well, look no further because in today's video, I will show you how to extract text from a PDF file and how to pass the text you have extracted into structured data that you can save inside of a database. In this video, you will learn about the following. We are going to look at text extraction from PDF files using PDF Parse. We are going to look at text translation with Google Translate, and we are going to look at parsing text into structured data. If that makes sense to you, then absolutely smash the like button. Ensure you subscribe to the channel and turn on the bell notification to get access to all of our videos as they drop. So let me just show you a brief example of what we are going to be building in this application, okay, or in this video. This is a PDF text that I have here, and this PDF is in German, as you can see. So what is going to happen is I'll take this PDF and then I'm going to upload this PDF by selecting it from the file manager, and I'm going to go ahead and pass it. You can see from the result that is returned here, this is the parsed and translated text. Then you can see we have different types of data that was extracted from this PDF. You can see that we have the construction manager. You can see that we have the construction schedule. We have all kinds of reasonable data that was extracted from this PDF based on the major sections and major headers that we are inside of this PDF. So this is a live example of what we'll be building in this video. So let's dive into what we have for today. I will start a new Node.js project using the npm init y command. Then I will generate a tsconfig.json file using the tsc-init command. I will open up the file and replace the contents with a config I have already copied. We need to install some dependencies which we will need for this project, starting with Express, Multer, PDF Parser, and add Vitalis/Google Translate API. I wanted us to use this Vitalis Google Translate API for text translation because we will have to translate the text extracted from the PDF file from German to English, but I will replace it with Google Translate. After that, I will install the type definition for some libraries that we are going to be using, and then I will create a new directory src, and inside of that directory, I will create a new file index.ts. I will import Express from Express, and then I will create a new Express application. I will listen on port 3000 and log out a message server running on port 3000 just to set up a basic Express server on that port. I will add a dev script to the package.json file to start up the app locally, which will run from the terminal, and you can see that the app is up and running on port 3000. I will create a new file, router/index.ts. Inside of it, I will import the router function from Express and use it to create a new router object, which I will export as default from this file. I will create a new file, controller/index.ts, and inside this file, I will import the request and response interface from Express. I will import part from the standard Node.js library, and then I will create a function, send.html, which I will export from this module. This is a HTTP controller function that will be attached to a route to handle requests for that route. This function will send the HTML template for selecting the file to upload back to the client. I will head to the router file where I will import the send HTML controller function and attach the controller function to a get request to the /route. Then I will import the router object inside the src /index.ts file and use it on the app to restart the server. If I open up your browser to visit the URL, you can see that we get a beautiful HTML template back. Let's head back to our VS Code, and you can observe that I have already added a new file, services /index.ts, and this file will store the class that actually passed the PDF file. Inside this file, I have imported PDF Parser from PDF Parser. Then I declare and export a class PDF Parser, which has a private text property, which is the parsed PDF text, and a read-only options property, which is an object that guides PDF Parser on how to extract text from the PDF document. Next, I will add a parse PDF method on this class. this method will accept a file, which is a buffer, and inside it I will call the PDF parse function with the file and the options to extract the text from that PDF. I will store the results returned in a variable parsed text and return an object with a text property that is equal to the parsed text.text property. I will console log the parsed text.text, and then I will come inside of the controller/index file where I will define a new controller function, parse PDF. This is responsible for parsing the uploaded PDF file. Inside this function, I will obtain the file from the request.file and create an array meme type with just one value, application/PDF. I will use the meme type array to validate the uploaded file to be sure that it's a PDF file, and if the validation fails, I will set the status of the request to 400 and send back a message to the client which shows that they have uploaded a wrong type of file. Then I will add a try catch block, and in the try block I will create an instance of the PDF parser class, and I will use it to parse the PDF file and send the response back to the client. I will open up the router file and import the parse PDF controller function and attach the function to a post request to the /upload route. I will use Multer to process and parse uploaded files, and then I will restart the app and attempt to parse a new file. You can see the text extracted from the PDF. Now we need to translate it to English so that we can begin parsing the text. I will import v2 from Google Cloud Translate, and then I will create a new translate object. I will use this translate object to translate the text from German to English and console log it, just so you can see that it is now in English. If I go ahead and parse the PDF file again, you will see that the text is now in English. So let's go ahead and begin parsing this text to obtain our structured data. First of all, I will implement a get project details method, and let me break down this get project details method in detail shortly. This method extracts the project data section from the PDF text, which contains essential project metadata like project numbers, names, and dates. I will convert the continuous text string into an array of individual lines. Next, I will initialize a project details variable that we will use to collect relevant lines. I will also create an isProject details variable, which is a Boolean flag to track when we are inside the target session. This allows us to determine when we've entered and exited the sessions we are interested in. Next, I will add a for loop that iterates through every line of the document, checking if the line exists and verifying the presence of section headers, which is the project data in different capitalizations. Then I will set the isProject details flag to true when found, and I will continue to skip processing the header line itself. I will use an if statement to detect the next session header that indicates the end of our target session and set isProject details flag to false and exit out of the loop immediately with the break statement. This is where we actually capture the content we want. I will check if the isProject details flag is true. Then we will collect the line into our results array and return the project details collected array. This method is a classic example of state machine parsing. We transition between states, which is the outside section, inside section, and outside section again, based on specific triggers in the input data. If I run this app again and upload a PDF file, you can see the extracted project details. The next step would be to parse building items. We still need to extract external ID from the project details we just passed, but let's get the building object first and then continue from there. I will implement a getBuilding method. This method extracts building information from the PDF text using a two-phase parsing approach. First, it isolates the building section, and then it extracts individual fields using advanced regular expression patterns. The first step would be to convert continuous text into manageable lines and set up state tracking. And next, I will create reusable patterns for identifying document sessions for number one, the entry, which is a building object or construction project, and it has to be case insensitive. I will also identify the exit section, which is company or companies, and it is also case insensitive. This handles multiple document format variations without repetitive string comparisons. Then I will add a for loop which starts scanning for the building section headers, and if the building section headers is found, it will collect all lines while watching for the company section, which is the exit. And if the company section is found, we are going to exit with the collected building data. Next, I will combine all collected lines into a single searchable string. This makes field extraction easier by having all building data in one place. Next, I will add an extract field function which extracts a field from the text by looking for a field label and capturing everything until the next field boundary. This takes a field name to find and an optional next field names as boundary. Then I will create the search pattern. I will use the search pattern to search the building text with our pattern, and I will clean up the results by removing extra spaces from the end, removing leading columns / dashes, and taking only the first part if there are any big gaps. This is because PDF text often has the messy formatting and needs to be cleaned up. If nothing is found, I will return an empty string. Next is the field extraction with fallbacks. Then I will return a structured building object. Testing this again will give us the building details. So finally, we are going to return all of this structured data that we have extracted from this PDF so that our front end can consume it and show us the appropriate results in the results tab. Okay, but we have to stop here for today due to time's sake. However, I will attach to this video inside of the description the link to a GitHub repository where you can see the full code where I extract all of the data that is contained from this PDF file. So definitely check that out if that is what you're interested in. This is the results we saw earlier when I was introducing you into this video. Anyway, I hope you found that useful and interesting. Make sure you leave this video a like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the bell notification so you can get access to all of our videos as they drop.